Welcome back to Morning Rush. Reverend turned politician Raphael Warnock has clinched the race for the U.S. Senate and made history as a result. He wins over Republican incumbent Kelly Loeffler. Reverend Warnock becomes the first African-American U.S. Senator elected in Georgia. Overnight, he thanked Georgians, saying he hopes his improbable path to Washington inspires others that the American dream is possible for all. And with one race down, we are still awaiting the results in the race between incumbent David Perdue and Democrat Jon Ossoff. This one has been one to watch in the last couple of hours with a lot of changes. Ossoff took the lead overnight, and it has grown steadily since as big Democratic counties input more results. This is a race considered still too close to call, though. It could possibly be forced into a recount. It would have to be less than 0.5% for that to happen. Liza Lucas joins us now from the newsroom. Liza, how close of a margin are we looking at this point? We are familiar with recounts here in Georgia, aren't we?
That's right. At this point, here we are again. Now, under Georgia law, a candidate can request a recount when the margin is within that 0.5 percentage point. And right now, we are still within that window. At last check, it was 0.3 for that margin when it comes to the Perdue-Ossoff race, with some mail-in ballots and in-person early votes left to be counted. Now, Gabriel Sterling with the Secretary of State's office, he told 11 Alive that the majority of those outstanding votes, they're expected to come from Democratic-leaning counties.
Knowing that the absentee ballot population will kind of follow along the state's population, we anticipate to see a lot of them coming in from the urban areas, which are generally Democratic.
Now, Sterling says the more rural areas actually finished processing their absentee ballots, so they're not expecting to see a corresponding offset from those areas coming in. But going forward, the timeline from the Secretary of State's office is that we may not have a final tally until Friday, given the deadlines for cured, military, and overseas ballots. However, based on the math, the Secretary of State's office says that we could have a final outcome much sooner, and we're going to be watching those margins and monitoring any calls for a recount as those results continue to come in.